What's up, guys? It's me Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Carlos Ramirez versus Viktor Postol, which will be a 12-rounder for the WBC and WBO Super Lightweight World Championship. And this fight will be Saturday, August 29th from the MGM Grand Conference Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, and will be broadcasted on ESPN, ESPN Plus, or on the ESPN app. And to get into both fighters, the challenger Viktor Postol, fighting out of the Ukraine, known as the Iceman, has a record of 31-2 with 12 wins by knockout. He's also the former WBC Super Lightweight World Champion, winning that belt in 2015 over Lucas Matisse by knockout. And he also has a fight against Josh Taylor, where he lost by unanimous decision in the World Boxing Super Series, and he has a loss versus Terence Crawford by unanimous decision back in 2016. And that fight was for a title unification for the WBO and WBC titles. And against Crawford, he lost almost every round, but it really showed his heart and his chin, as he was able to go the distance with a guy in Crawford known for knocking opponents out. But Postol, definitely his best win is over Lucas Matisse, where he picked up the WBC world title. He's also coming off a win versus 21-2 Mohamed Mimoun in Las Vegas. And to get into his opponent, Carlos Ramirez, he's 25-0 with 17 wins by knockout. He is the current unified WBO and WBC Super Lightweight World Champion. He's coming off a win versus Maurice Hooker, where he added the WBO title to his accolades. And that fight was in July of 2019. It was a war, one of the best fights of 2019. There was an early knockdown in that fight while the commentators overlooked it, and they saw it was a slip. Referee apologized after, realized it was a slip, as Ramirez stepped on Hooker's shoe, and it sent Hooker to the canvas. But in round 6, it was a huge flurry, huge combinations, speedy combinations by Ramirez, knocking Hooker out on the ropes. Hooker was out cold on the ropes. I don't know if many of you could tell. Hooker was just dazed on the ropes. He wasn't responding. He really had no defense, and he was knocked out standing. Ramirez stood in with a huge left hook that started it, wobbled Hooker. Hooker backed up. Huge, I believe it was a 4-punch combination, and Hooker was just on the ropes out. But Ramirez also has a win versus Jose Zepeda by majority decision. Some people think Zepeda did beat Ramirez in that fight, but it's very controversial, and it's a win for Ramirez. And he's also got a win versus Antonio Orozco by unanimous decision. Orozco was 27-0 going into that fight. And he also has a win by unanimous decision against Amir Imam for the vacant WBC title back when Ramirez was just picking it up. But Ramirez is also ranked number 2 by BoxRec. The number 1 guy is Josh Taylor, who's also an undefeated champion in that division. Ramirez holds the WBC and WBO titles, obviously, and Josh Taylor holds the IBF and WBA titles, and he's also the World Boxing Super Series champion. But a fight between Ramirez and Taylor may not happen, being that Ramirez is in Top Rank and Taylor is with Matchroom Boxing, so it may not happen, but that fight will be a great fight. In my opinion, Ramirez might win that fight, being that he's just a bigger guy. Naturally, he's just bigger by just looking at the two. On fight day, Ramirez maybe comes in at like 160, 155. He looks very heavy, very good. Well, Josh Taylor looks about maybe 149, 150 on fight day. But Josh Taylor does have some good wins versus Regis Prograis, Viktor Postol, one of his losses, and he's also got a win versus Emmanuel Rodriguez. But overall, I think this fight could be very, very close, as both are the top guys in the super lightweight division, Postol being a former world champion, Ramirez being the unified champion. And my final prediction is probably Ramirez getting a unanimous decision win based on the guys that they fought. Ramirez, although he hasn't fought the best guy in the world, being that Postol fought Terence Crawford, I do think that Ramirez does get a decision win, as I said before, being that he's the younger of the two, he's more hungry, and he's just more powerful and faster than Postol. But Postol, I do not see getting knocked out anytime soon. I do think he's got an iron chin, and I do think he's a very scary guy still at the age of 36 in the super lightweight division. Postol does have very good boxing and decent speed, but he doesn't have a lot of power, as he's only got 12 knockouts and his 31 victories. But a third time I'm saying this, I think Ramirez is going to get a pretty fair unanimous decision win, no controversy, maybe like 117, 111, 116, 112. And I think he will improve to 26-0, defending his world titles. And I forgot to mention that this fight was originally supposed to happen in like May or in March, I believe, around there, but it was canceled because of the coronavirus pandemic. And that fight was originally supposed to be in China back when the outbreak started. So, yeah, they obviously had to cancel that fight. I believe it actually was supposed to start in like February or March. Yeah, and it was canceled in China. Then they tried to have the fight again in, I believe, May. Then it was canceled and now set for August 29th. It should be a great fight, one of the best fights Top Rank has put out. And Ramirez should go to 26-0 with 17 knockouts. And yeah, that's really it on Maybe Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.